Welcome to the Enlifement space, a place to connect and renew and transform, and in time, transcend. Rakya okasan en vissa yaka, alibran kanam kiro sash eka, venya kotyanatien sechu, davinekren nakra tushabre, Vishna sa shuktanshena Vanyenda Vratusho Man Kaishtakai Venlakto Sholam Vishne Sukasha Ishvarinakase Injando Kian Sati Vantam de Nakashaito Ambla Gira Vishna Kusha. Living the consciousness, the power that transforms the person, that transforms the world. In time, the whole of humanity can experience itself in truth instead of beliefs and concepts and conditioning and past. The consciousness is of the moment, but of the present also, and beyond what is known in the intellect, beyond what is believed or conceived. Where the consciousness in its power as the true self is beyond limits, boundaries, is pure in its existence. It seems to be a hard thing to realize, but realize you must. For we recognize the world in turmoil, in division, and beliefs that keep the division going. So to transform oneself is to leave behind the past, the beliefs, the conditioning, what you were, to become what you can be. And that is the consciousness itself. It resides within the very structure of material form and non-material form, has no boundary or limit, is everywhere, always. For the world, with its climate problems, with its human problems, could be solved in a moment if one truly allowed the true self to come forth, the consciousness. That shapes and reforms and transforms everything around you and within you. To realize there is no limit or boundary to what can take place in conscious awareness. That is the consciousness awareness. Not just awake, but consciously alive and present as the true self. To be transformed, to transcend what was, to allow what is, And to move beyond that is our object, is our purpose. To bring forth for humanity the true realization of what humanity is and can become as it is willing to let go of the past, of the divisions and separations, the consequences of beliefs, long held beliefs that enslaved humankind for thousands of years. What is taking place now is nothing new. It has always been taking place. As long as humanity holds to separating beliefs, concepts, and conditioning, these things exist. But as a few can wake up and become living presence, that is the consciousness itself, that is allowing the consciousness to be the body, to be the mind, the intellect, the whole of oneself, without a limit or boundary or separation. One begins to realize through this connection that there is no limit or boundary to what is possible. Things can be transformed in a moment through the willingness and presence of the consciousness itself. To realize that is to realize the ultimate power of existence itself. Consciousness, the true consciousness presence, has always been, has never ceased to be, and will never end. So, in a way, we're always at the beginning of realization, the beginning of possibilities, the beginning of transformation, which leads to transcendence. We are not stuck. We are simply abiding our time to allow for as many possible realizations to come to those around us in order to recognize the true power of the real self, the consciousness. To realize that in all situations, to give it full strength and ability and permission to be all that you can be. To give permission to the consciousness is inviting it to be the body. Every bit, every part, every thought, every action becomes a part of that. To realize that in this possibility is to truly awaken to a higher existence, unbounded by physical, mental, spiritual beliefs, but to realize that it's all part of it. It's like steps, taking steps, step by step. And we see these steps tend to crumble after we take them. Where is it gone? What happened to it? One's past fades away. The enjoyable, lovable actions remain as a memory, but the rest of it fades away. So what is good in your life remains good in your life. What is not so good, what is regretted, falls away, has no power. For you realize that anything that happened in the past was simply a result of your ignorance and your separation. But becoming the consciousness, you see clearly all of those things simply serve the awakening. We can say the same thing about the conditions of the world in this moment. This is all serving to bring about transformation, to place the consciousness in its rightful place in the very center the heart of existence of humanity. So we see it seems like a very difficult task, but it simply is to get people to realize that they are not what they believe. They are not conditioned. They are simply abiding by those things because they do not know anything better. The presence of the consciousness, the living presence, is better, is far beyond one's imagination. It's accept the possibility within yourself. Accept that it is real within yourself, and you will experience a transformed life and existence. It is all about transformation in the consciousness, moment by moment. So be brave, be courageous, step out of the old self and become the new self that has always been waiting to show its face, to be itself. Become your true self in every aspect of your existence, and that will assist humanity in following suit. As one goes, more go. So it goes. That's the way it works. Be that moment by moment. Allow it moment by moment.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
Slava says, thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
Johanna says, wonderful. Thank you. Much love.
Thank you. Love back. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for your love and your support. As my love and support goes out to you, we are connected in the consciousness.